What up, what up? It's your dude here, Gigwise, aka Tim, T-I to the M. Get this headphone in. I'm getting a major glare. I can't see the screen. Something flying around me. Get out, whatever that was. It's hot as balls outside, but I need this extreme caffeine French vanilla
Let's get started.
Cappuccino. Got my iced tea too. Alright. How long is it going to take me? 31 minutes to get there from the gas station. $10.24, $10.43. Well, I'm going to get driving. I guess somebody will pop on eventually. This thing is live, I hope. Shows like it's live. Looks like it's live. Who are you and who do you love?
Turn right and then turn right.
I hate pulling out of this gas station. Oh, it's already moving on me. I just tightened you. Stop moving. Okay, what is it that's moving? I don't know. I gotta get pliers. Fix that. Good morning, good morning. Trying to pull out on the highway. People hate getting behind me here because I don't accelerate as fast as other vehicles, and the acceleration lane just isn't very long. What up, Shane? Morning, morning. Thing's swiveling around on me. It's not supposed to be swiveling like that. Morning, Lewis. Smash that thumbs up button. You know, I figured out on my tablet, I couldn't find the like button. I was on somebody's live stream on my tablet a couple nights ago, my Samsung, and I double tapped the screen, and that was the thumbs up. I'd heard somebody saying something in chat before about double tapping it, but I always see a like button. I'm like, why double tap the screen? I got a thumbs up button right there. I'll just click it. But it was not there on my tablet. So I tried it, and I saw a thumbs up flash up on the middle of the screen. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Fixed that problem. I went out probably about the hottest it was yesterday afternoon. I didn't have any deliveries. I had one, but I passed it on to somebody because I did. By the time I figured out the math, and it was Monday, so I'm thinking, oh, it's going to put me in a good spot. I'll do some Uber Eats afterwards, and then it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, it's Monday. Mondays are terrible on Uber Eats, and Tuesdays as well. I used to take those days off, because they were so slow. Said it again. I said it before. I'll say it again. I can sit at home and not make money just as well as sitting in my car in a parking lot somewhere trying to get orders that don't exist. "21 viewers. I only see one. Wait, there's some at Morgan. Well, Morgan Master or something. I can't see that. Good morning. I'm driving. I can't really look at the chat very well. that safety thing. They said, I think they said it's going to hit like 95 or 6 today with a heat index of 107 or something like that. Yeah, I'm doing this delivery and probably going back home. I can't stay out in that heat. Well, it's not good for my vehicle to sit and run. But I'll overheat. Yeah, when I walked outside yesterday, I'm like, oh my God. And I was just running up to Bailey, the UPS store, because I had my new phone. That's what I'm live streaming on right now. I had to trade in my old phone, and I checked. They said I had till July 23rd, but I know if I put it off, I'll put it off too damn long, so I wouldn't. Just got it done. Then I did some grocery shopping. But I stopped by the gas station on the way there because I had a bad caffeine headache because I didn't have any caffeine at home. Grabbed an iced tea and a Frappuccino just like I do when I'm going on a delivery like today. Well, except I got my iced tea from yesterday. I barely drank any of it, so why buy another one? But yeah, when I got to the gas station, they've got a walk-in beer cooler. I just went straight in there to cool. All I did was drive up the road, and I was, man, well, it was really, really hot in the van from sitting in the sun all day. So it was already hot outside, plus our humidity is ridiculous. Crazy. Whoa, I'm moving. I gotta stop there. I gotta figure, oh shit, there's still chat going. Well, if I don't see you on here, good morning, whoever is on. I can't see right now. Don't want to run off the road. Safety first. Yeah, I told my AI to write me a new prompt, just like the old one, but say something in the thumbnail about the heat dome. We're in a heat dome now. Great. I never really heard about this heat dome until last year, and we were in it for like a month. It was brutal. And I know Jay Twist came up and visited last July during that heat dome. He's from Oklahoma, and he's like, God dang, it's hot up here. I said, I told you it's a different type of humidity up here. Well, shoot, this is spinning somewhere on here, and I can't figure out. I figured it out. Let me tighten that. Will that do it? Oh, I think I tightened that the wrong way. What up, big man? I can see that. I'm at a stoplight. Kevin? Good morning from Germany. Guten Tag. About all I know. I don't know good morning. I know good day. Guten Abend. But it's not evening time yet. Gesundheit. That's about my German. I used to work in a German restaurant, but nobody really spoke German, but I did learn some German greetings, so when the people got there for dinner, I was like 3 or 4 nights a week, I think it was, I was like front of the house manager for the dinner, the dining room floor, which was interesting. I'd never actually been a front of the house manager. I've been a manager just about any other, pretty much everywhere else in a restaurant. But I never was a server. I was a bartender that served food at the bar. What up, Jay Twist? Morning. There's a guy I watch on YouTube that covers all the SpaceX stuff, anything space related, really. He's from Germany. He moved to the States, though, but even before he moved here, I think his name's Felix. I think the name of his channel is What About It? What About It? Yeah, I think it's What About It? Something like that. His English is really dang good. Because I didn't know he was German. I just thought he had a little bit of an accent from somewhere. But yeah, he speaks English very well. A lot better than some people that are from here. Well, I like the Europeans or foreigners, whatever, that learn English. They typically, and they don't speak with much of an accent. One of the reasons I think they speak so good is the slang. They don't really know the slang. Like Singapore English is the primary language there, but they don't have our slang, over the American slang over there. And I used to have a viewer on my crypto channel by the name of Lollipop. Lives in Singapore. She's from there, and she didn't get a lot of our slang. It was kind of funny. She's like, I don't know what that means. She pops on and comments on a video every once in a while. I just know I'm not going to be out under this heat dome all day. What sucks is my delivery's taking me right by Forest Park down in the city, and there's a couple lakes I want to try and fish at there. Now that I know you can fish at them, before I didn't think you could. I thought there was just this one, only Jefferson Lake's what it's called. I've done videos from there. I thought that was the only one you could fish in, according to what the interwebs said. Until I saw people fishing in those lakes a couple weeks ago. I'm like, well, one of them's got a lot of trees around it, so there's a lot of shade. But I'm not going to go out and fish in a heat dome. Shade or not, the hot is hot. I mean, it's going to be 95 in the shade. Didn't feel like there was much of a breeze either. I'm going to Crazy Bowls and Wraps down on Lindell in the city today near the SLU campus, St. Louis University. I think I'm delivering at a Washington University School of Medicine, which is in the Central West End part of the city. And a lot of restaurants there. Parking's terrible. Hard to pick up an order when you can't find a place to park. But you can. It's usually, you don't often get right in front of the restaurant. You're down the road. I'm not walking in this crap today. Here, fishy. That sounds like, oh, that's Shane. Off on the live stream for a while. I'm trying to get their tank sorted with getting the water cleared up again. I get it cleared. It's only clear for about 2 or 3 days, and then it gets mucky or something. I don't know what you want to call it. I need to get some more live plants back in there again. The original ones I bought all died. I have one left in there that I bought that one from PetSmart, just one plant just to see how it goes, because I think it was like $10 for a damn plant for a fish tank. I can buy a tomato plant for less than that, and that'll give me something to eat. Come on, air, kick back on. Still haven't put that blower motor resistor in. I wanted to yesterday after I got back home, and I'm like, no, it's hot. It sucks because by the time my van's in the shade from my tree, it's the hottest part of the day. And like right now, the sun's just beating straight down on it. Right in the windshield. I guess I could pull in my driveway forward instead of backing in, but I like backing into my parking spots, so that way I always know I'm going the right way when I leave. What was that? Oh shit, those fans just blow hot air around. No, I got AC in here. I couldn't survive in this weather without AC. The stupid France. They got people. They have more people dying over there from the heat than we do in the United States from guns. And now they're blaming their heat wave on the United States. I heard that this morning. I'm like, what? Yeah, they're blaming global warming on us and their heat wave. This isn't their first heat wave, and they've had heat waves long before, like say, even the Industrial Revolution way back. here for the World Cup. There apparently a lot of places over there don't have air conditioning like we do here. Everywhere has air conditioning. They're in a soccer stadium watching soccer football, and the whole also the last time I got one of those fans, shoot, the damn thing fizzled out after about a week. I had one of those in my Jeep Cherokee because the AC didn't work very well in there. Pretty much didn't work. I know driving that out in there, straight to the walk-in to put on my chef jacket and off of me in the walk-in, like it was making like fog in there because it was so hot outside. That was before the heat stroke, where I could tolerate that heat a little bit better. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about it, because it wasn't the first time I steamed up the walk-in just from walking in there, straight from outside. And I didn't have a long drive to get there, but boy, when it's 100 degrees outside, Jesus, with no AC in your vehicle, it's not right. What sucks where I parked to pick up this order, I'm aimed right at the sun. There's nothing I can do. There's nowhere I can park to pick up the order and not have the sun coming straight in my windshield. Just hope they're back on their game. The last time I went down there, the last couple times, I had to wait a while. It's one of those guy tells me 10 minutes and it takes 40. Never believe the restaurant when they tell you it's only going to be like 5-10 minutes if they're already running late. Yeah, they're very seldomly are they accurate on that. I'd like to see 20 likes. I'd like to see 20 subscribers, actually. I'm at 1,797. We're 3 away from hitting 1,800 for the first time. I never hit 8. I don't think I've hit 1,800. Then we're only 200 away from the fishing rod and reel combo giveaway. Thought about doing a second and third place too, but it'd be more fishing stuff, just not a rod and reel. Like they've got those like kits with like a fillet knife, the fishing pliers, a couple other little things in there. They're pretty cool. I'm pretty much trying to find things that I need to see how Bass Pro Shop does their stuff, but it probably won't be coming from Bass Pro. Probably Amazon. That way I can have whatever it is shipped directly to the person, to the winner, and take advantage of my Prime 2-day free shipping. Or Walmart. I'm not sure how Walmart works on that, since I don't have the Walmart Plus account. I did get it. I had it for a year, and I never used it. The one time I tried to use it, I didn't want to leave. It was a Sunday. I was off. Didn't want to leave to go anywhere. And I could not get groceries delivered that day. I'm like, how? Now, the Monday, the next day, that was the earliest I could get a delivery. And it was I could only get it from the Walmart that was pretty much the furthest away from me out of all the Walmarts they let me order from. I'd like, who knows? I jumped up to 1797. It was stuck at 1783 for a while. Went up one, went down two. I say jumped up, but it's only at 1797. But on my little channel, that's quite a bit. Not as many as I used to get when I was doing my cryptocurrency shorts when I was first building this channel. I was getting sometimes 40, 50 subscribers a day just off shorts. Hazard reported. Now that's a hazard. You are correct. There's a freaking tire in my lane. Probably came out of the car that's on the shoulder right here. It's the tread. Go get your tread, dude. And your Prius. That tread came off his tire. It looks like a round tire, but it's just a tread. Regardless, though, if somebody hits it, it's going to screw something up. 203 subscribers, yeah, is what I need. That'll hit the 2,000. I've had some people tell me though, but if they win, I'm like, but I don't go fishing. Sorry, it's what I'm giving away. Eventually, I'd like the channel to be more fishing oriented. No gig work and stuff like that, just fishing. Outdoor stuff, car shows, whatever. And I like to try and get people out there fishing more often, like including myself. Like I used to. Shoot, back in the 90s, I sometimes would fish 6-7 days a week, then go to work. I worked evenings at a bar. 6 o'clock was my clock in, so it was pretty easy to go out fishing all day. And then lots of times, if they were biting, I just went straight from wherever I was fishing to the bar instead of going home and clean it up first. And typically, I call or somehow get a hold of the day bartender and say, hey, you're going to need to stay like an hour late because they're biting. But cell phones weren't real. Well, they were popular. They just weren't. Not many people had them back then. I had one off and on.
Turn left.
Hell, I had my first cell phone in 1990. It was one of those bag phones. I had like 5 different types of antennas on my. It had the one antenna that came on it, but then you pull that off. Once I was in my car, and I had 3 or 4 different antennas on the back window for different areas that did their different gains, they called it. High gain, low gain, mid gain. For certain areas where service wasn't as good, you had to go to your high gain. Certain areas where it was too strong, you had to go down to your low gain or mid gain. I had a girlfriend at the time that was in she did horse shows, quarter horse shows all the time, Western pleasure stuff, and out where we'd be at horse shows sometimes, or out where they trained the horses and whatnot, the signal wasn't that good, but I got it on my bag phone. The thing was the battery was bigger than the phones we have now. It was a freaking brick. It was like 12 inches long, at least an inch thick, and about 3 inches wide. Dating myself. Well, that's when I worked at Radio Shack when I got that phone, and we had that giant, one of the first cordless phone. Like some people call it the Zach Morris phone, but it was bigger than that phone from Saved by the Bell. Because I was like holding it here, and it was up against my face. It was big. That battery was huge on it. But we had service on that. I found out when I was demonstrating it for a customer, and at the time it was extremely expensive. It was like $799 for that phone, which compared to our phones today, that's not really all that bad. But this was 1990. That was an expensive phone. That'd probably be equivalent of paying like $3,000 something for a phone today. But yeah, I started taking it out on the weekends, cruising the strip, talking on my cordless cell phone. Like, hey baby, how you doing, in that car next to me? holding it way out here. I got a cell phone. It's cordless. Yo, God, if we got 200 subscribers today, that would be insane. I'd have to be like one of those other gig channels that are getting like over 300 people watching their ride-alongs. I still don't know how to do that. You know, I've seen a couple of them, how they got kind of like a ticker, but it's got their mileage, how much they're making, how many deliveries they've had, the time that they've been out dashing or whatever. And I don't know how the hell they do that. I need to figure that out. Not that I'm gonna do that. I'd like to know. And I can't ask AI to look at it because they can't really see it. They can just tell that it's a video. They can't really tell what the content is, at least not yet. But it's like an overlay of some sort. And I don't know if it's just a widget you can get out there or something. A little plug-in for your live stream. I have no idea. I want to find that out. Move It car. Doing all kinds of construction down here on South Vandeventer. Like kind of in the Grove neighborhood. Or the outskirts of it. Because it's like right there. Yeah, I guess you would call this the Grove over here too. The used car lot I worked at back in the later 90s selling cars was down here on the left where the big IKEA building is now. Boy, this neighborhood's a lot better now than it was back then. They've really revitalized it. Well, you can't tell by all the construction that's going on right now, but as far as over here in the Grove didn't exist then. I don't think they called it the Grove back then. I don't know. It's been called the Grove for quite a while now, but shoot, back then it was really, it got really bad. Because when I was going down to apply, I accidentally passed it. I didn't see it. And I drove probably a good 2 miles north, and I'm like, good God, I saw people getting cuffed and stuffed in the back of cop cars at 1 in the afternoon. I was like, I don't care where this place is. I'm not going to work there. So I just started heading all the way just back from where I came to get back to the highway. And then I happened to notice it on my right when I was getting close to the highway. I'm like, oh, there it is. Well, this isn't too bad. Wasn't too great either. It was hard to sell used cars there too because nobody had good enough credit, and everybody needed a cosigner, but all their cosigners had shitty credit. I'd even tell them we didn't have a credit department. Okay, so when they filled out that credit application, we had to run it. The salesman. We didn't hand it over to somebody else like these big dealers do these days. And I tell them, don't lie about anything on there, because about 2 minutes after you walk out the door, I'm going to find out about everything you lied about on there. And 9 times out of 10, they would make up shit, and they wouldn't pass. If we could get the financing through, it was through this place called Onyx. They were like the last resort, because back then their interest rates were like 24%, which was really, really high then. Now these places do 30%. What up there, affectionate kangaroo? Good morning. Ooh, look at that pretty girl. Sometimes the cosigners have worse credit than the person they were trying to cosign for. Yeah, it was right there. I'm passing it. Actually, that was an Amoco station. We were next to the Amoco. I used to go over there and buy these Sobe drinks. I wonder if they're still around. I haven't had those in years. They were so good. There's a couple of those Sobeys. I don't remember what they were anymore, but they were really tasty. I totally forgot about them. Good God, yeah. It's telling me to keep right. I almost hit some cones because there was a manhole with about a 5-inch drop down to the actual manhole cover. I don't want to drive through that. There's my geo fence. Breaking the geo fence of the crazy bowls and wraps. I still haven't eaten there. I always look at their menu when I'm in there picking something up. They got like 3 breakfast tacos for $6.95. I want to try that. Make sure you're all hitting that like button if you're just stopping in, and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, I wanted to do a live stream yesterday afternoon, but I had such a bad headache. I was like, no, I couldn't get rid of it. That's why I had to go up to the gas station and get a extreme caffeine frappuccino. I was going to do something from home, reviewing another guy's channel, some videos. Car stuff. Not gig stuff. I saw your driver Mike just put out a video. He's going on about the catering apps. He had one for $42.32 or something like $42.82 on Zifty, but then Deliver That sent him one, seeing if he could do it for $96. So he let the Zifty go because it was like 8 hours before the pickup time, and he was doing a Deliver That, and he was explaining how, you know, you can make all this extra better money on these catering apps. He's been around a while. I can't believe he's talking like he's never done catering before, and I know he has. He did one delivery for Deliver That, and they put him on the driver spotlight for the week because he's got quite a few subscribers on the old YouTubes. And I'm like, shit, man, I've been doing catering for over 3 years. I've been telling people that for over 3 years. Do catering. Even when Deliver That had the tip pool, you go out and do just 5 catering orders a week with that tip pool. And let me find my calculator here because I don't feel like braining it out. Because I usually average about $32 on the tip pool orders. Yeah, it was an extra $165 a week just off of 5 caterings. I'm like, just do those. That's an extra $160 a week or so towards your weekly goal. And they're easy because they're small. And the funny thing is, most of the ones I did on Deliver That back then were no setups. I just dropped them off. They met me outside or whatever with a cart, whatever they needed. They were, and then if I did set them up, they were small orders because why do a large order when it's going to pay you like $4 more to do a $700 order versus one that's only like $180 worth of food? Don't get too close to my rear end. I got to open those barn doors. I don't like my rear bumper. I was looking at I was searching Marketplace yesterday for used bumpers, but then somebody had one on there that was new for like $100. They said they're pretty certain they paid well over $100 for it. It was brand new, but they never put it on the van for whatever reason. So I looked up brand new ones. I can get a new bumper for this for like chrome for like $160 with the black rubber treaded stuff on the top of it. My bumpers aren't chrome; they're black. But I'm curious to know how a chrome bumper would look on here, since I got these new chrome wheels. If it would make it look sharp, then I'd have to start looking for a new front bumper that was chrome too. I'd still like to take the whole front clip off of a Savannah, one of the conversion vans, that, because I just have the cargo, the 1500 base front end with those real headlights, the H something 54s or 64s, whatever the hell they are. Whereas the other ones, you can get the regular bulbs that go in from behind, and you have to replace the whole light bulb. But I replaced mine with LEDs. Not the ones with all them like 100 LEDs. I hate the look of those. Mine are pretty good. I think I paid like $85 for a 2-pack of them, which is about what you would pay for the brightest halogen ones you can buy. No HIDs. HIDs, those are too damn expensive. I wouldn't, when I worked at AutoZone, I wouldn't install those for people either. The HIDs. If you get electrocuted somehow, there's enough voltage coming out of them that can kill you. So I'd sell them to a customer, but I wouldn't install them. And you want to make sure you have those rubber gloves on. You don't want to touch those with your fingers. Curry was just making noise. I want to see what Curry's got going on. Meep, meep. $16.06. That's a cheap, lowest paying one I've seen. $16.62 from Bridgeton to St. Charles. It's not a far drive. It's not close to get there. Oh, I think I just heard somebody honking. It's hard to hear over this AC. Oh, that's sirens I'm hearing. 67 pounds. I don't know what that is. Item description, BTH-024-102 times 1. What is that? Then there's a Quickset Cove satin nickel privacy doorknob with lock for bedroom or bathroom featuring microband technology. 3 of those. Another one with just a number. I don't know what it is. Kitty 10-year power. That's a smoke detector. They need 2 of those. Couple light switches, a door stop, couple duplex outlets. 223-W times 20, whatever that is. Oh, I'm reading what the Curry order is. Where was that? Yeah, times 20. I don't know what that is. It says total 2 pounds, or it's 2 pounds each. I don't know. Another one that's times 2, 3 pounds. I don't know what these are. More light switches. 12-pack, 3.5 inch radius. Nickel squeak. Door hinges. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's all small stuff, but it's only paying $16.62. Oh, a bathroom faucet. It's I'm 18 miles from there, and then it's going 9 miles, so that's no bueno from me. Yeah, $16.62. With my stats getting messed up on Saturday, because come Sunday my stats were messed up on my completion rate from when I didn't have a signal on when I completed my second order on Saturday. And till I was almost home, and the Expedite app started making noise at me. I looked, and I'm like, complete my delivery. I did that in the lady's garage, because she was asking me if she needed to sign anything. I'm like, oh no, I just needed a picture. And boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, and I was done. So it appeared. And I don't understand it, because sometimes it'll go through the steps like that when there's no signals. In most cases, it won't let the picture upload, and then there'll be a red thing right where your photo is that you're trying to upload. It says retry. That's the button. You want to hit retry. That way you know that it's not working. But for whatever reason, sometimes it just goes through the steps like you did finish the order. Everything worked properly, but it didn't. Yeah, my completion rate dropped to 96.62%, I think it was, or something like that. And my overall score dropped to a 99, because if that would have been the pickup time's heavier weighted than completion time, so it actually drops to a 98 overall score, and your percentage will be 90 6.62% or whatever. With completion time, it's less weighted than pickup time, but it's still pretty heavy weighted, so it dropped it to 99. If that would have been the response rate, whether you hit the accept or decline, don't let the orders time out, then it would have stayed at 100. But they fixed it because it wasn't my fault. It was the app's fault. Unfortunately, they didn't fix it till yesterday evening, earlier in the evening, I guess, which was after the time the AI sends out, Frederick sends out orders. I need to check my stats today. God darn it, there it went. I got to get on them about that. Okay, I sent the screenshot. Now I swear, it's like the app does not want me to have 100% all the way across the board for very long, and it'll screw something up. They sent me an order yesterday morning. I got the screenshot at 9:53. I was in the middle of updating the app, so the app wasn't even on. And I saw this at 9:55. Okay, it says I got the offer at 9:53. Then it said it timed out at 9:54. I never saw the order. So, and this was 9:55. I immediately went to the open board, or the mist board, and it wasn't even there. Then I'm like, I don't even know this restaurant. So I look it up. It's 2 hours south of St. Louis for $29 or $28 or something like that. What up? Wait, what? Manchester, Jersey Mike's? 30-minute late. I've never been to that Jersey Mike's. The only one I think, I've been to one out off Dorset and one up in Florissant. That's the only two Jersey Mike's I picked up from, when I'm much closer to other ones. Yeah, I got to get on them about my response rate. Yeah, Pedro, I got one yesterday morning when I was updating the app. It came in 9:53 and was timed out at 9:54. Now I got 99.26% response rate. I never even saw the order, not once. I'd already texted them about it, though, with a screenshot. So hopefully they get on that today. Yeah, I had an issue Saturday. I don't know if you heard it. I had no signal where I was dropping off, and sometimes it's happened on the pickup too, where and that was a Wi-Fi issue at a Viviano's that I finally tracked it down. It goes through all the steps like you actually did everything right until you're like it was over 20 or 15 minutes to get to the drop-off on this one at Viviano's. Then it's the app's getting a hold of me because wanting to know why it's taking so long to complete the pickup. I'm like, I completed the pickup. Well, this time it was with a drop-off on Saturday, and that was I had 3 orders on Saturday, and I was just heading home after the second one, take a break. I was, 10 minutes from home, and the app started making noise saying I needed to complete my order. I'm like, shit, I did it in her garage. The lady watched me do it because she thought she had to sign something, but she didn't. It was a residential delivery. And I didn't have a good signal. Well, it's everywhere in St. Louis. You don't have a good signal. That's why I'm so adamant on getting them to fix it to where this app will work with or without a signal. And if you don't have a good enough signal, it'll go through the steps, finish the order, but then once you get a signal, it'll update it on the back end, which they're working on it. That's called the Tim thing, because I've been talking about getting that done for over a year now on the beta side. The countdown ticker when you hit 4 hours before the pickup, that was me. The countdown ticker is one of the things I was pushing. I just wish it would keep going after you swipe that you arrived, because I'm under 10 minutes now. This is crazy balls and wraps on Lindell, though. I just go in with 2 bags at a time. It's $1,072 worth of food. Yeah, I swear this app does some things sometimes. If you've been at 100% on all 3 for too long, it's like, okay, we're going to screw something up with him so he's not at 100% on all 3. I'm just making that up. I really don't know if that's how it works. Yeah, well, you could also see in the same screenshot that at 2:08 in the morning they sent me a $20 offer. I didn't miss that. I declined that, and I was asleep. But the one that I'm awake and I never even heard it come through the phone. Oh, another thing happened 2 nights ago. I wasn't hearing any notification sounds coming out, anything. I was feeling the vibrate, but it wasn't making any noise. Ended up, what happened was I tripped a breaker trying to use my air fryer on the same circuit that my damn AC in my bedroom's plugged into, which I didn't know that at the time. Now I do. Well, my bathroom stereo has a little Bluetooth thing I hooked up to it. The stereo didn't turn back on, but that Bluetooth did, and my phone connected. Apparently, it turned my Bluetooth on my phone and connected to that Bluetooth. But the stereo wasn't on, so I couldn't hear the notifications through the stereo, because when it did it before, the stereo was on, and I could hear my phone ringing or whatever in my bathroom from the other end of the house. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I was going through all kinds of crap on my phone trying to figure it out. I will be back, y'all. I'm going to go get this order. Or at least get them pushing. Last time I was here, I know it took like 40 minutes to get an order. Be back. Shane, keep everybody company. I don't know why I'm sticking this in my ear. Okay. It's going to get hot in here. Gotta lock the door even though I'm going right here. I always run into other drivers here too. Oh, I need my phone, not my smokes. I need a sip of this ice cold iced tea. Bag with a busted handle. I don't want that. It's getting hot in here. So taking off all my clothes. Get this AC going again. Whew. Yeah, it is, man. I didn't even see you put that on there till just now. I was just singing Little Nelly. Yeah, they went past the 15 minutes, so I won't get counted on drop-off time, completion time today. I don't understand it. This is the only Crazy Bowls and Wraps that never has the order ready on time. And I think they brought somebody in from another store today because they had more than one catering order. So I don't think it's a manager issue, because I saw the lady in the back that usually acts like the manager.
Let's go. Turn right and then turn left.
Yeah, now my van is telling me to service the airbag. I don't know what in the hell Walmart did by not reprogramming my TPS sensors, which I'm going to try it myself. I looked it up yesterday. It's just too damn hot for me to go out and horse around with it, because I have to go up to the gas station where I got an air pump that fills up quickly. I have one. It just takes a while because it's cordless. Because you got to get it in the program mode and wait for the horn to chirp twice. Then you have to go to like the front left tire first and start deflating the tire a little bit until the horn chirps. Then you got to go to the next one, same thing, let the air out till the horn chirps, and go to one of the back tires. They just repeat the process on all 4 tires, and then it programs them, because these TPS sensors that are on here are from a Silverado, and I assume they're in there because the guy said he couldn't program them, because he did not remove them from my old wheels like he should have, because I know those work. I looked them up on Amazon for like $130. I can get a 4-pack of TPS sensors, or I can go on Amazon and spend $40 for a 4-pack of TPS sensors.
Turn right.
I can't turn right. Well, I can, but there's all this construction at South Vanderbilt and Forest Park Avenue is there's only one lane and somebody's in front of me. Whew. Yeah, sorry for the long wait there, but hey, I can't get back there and help them. She also packed bags so full with wraps, they're so heavy that I had to start redistributing weight. Otherwise it's going to rip the handles off my damn catering bags. You can't make them that heavy. They don't know that. They don't get that. She didn't know what the hell I was doing. I said, well, I'm taking half the wraps out of this bag and filling that gap with these light chips, the tortilla chips, to distribute the weight differently. Otherwise it's going to rip the handles off my catering bags, and they're in a plastic bag. I can't believe the plastic bag handles didn't rip out. What's cool though, I'm going to Children's Hospital. I looked at my directions. I got to go to, you go to the second floor of their parking garage to a drop-off area, and they just come down with a cart and grab it, but it's in the shade. That's what's cool.
In 1 mile, turn left.
I won't be sitting outside waiting in the sun. Even if it was going to their circle, it's usually pretty shady there too, down at ground level. And this is telling me to go the wrong way. I got to go all the way to Kingside. This doesn't, I don't know why the GPS has such an issue getting me into the right spot in Children's Hospital. I don't know if anybody else delivers to Children's Hospital that has the same issue. Sometimes it has me go past the number 1 Children's Way, I think it is. It'll have me pass it. You can't get back to it. You can't get to that circle unless you turn down number 1 Children's Way. There may be another way, but that was under construction, and I don't know if it still is, and I don't know if that would be another way to get there or not, because it's always been under construction. I know that the part of the hospital at BJC where they're adding floors, I think they're finally finished adding floors, but I can't believe it. I didn't think they were ever going to be finished. I've been under construction since I've been doing gig work, and long before that. Yeah, I can already feel the humidity intensifying. I'm gonna go ahead and get in the left lane, because that's where I'm gonna need to be.
In 0.6 of a mile.
Well, there's another way I could cut down
Turn right.
and wouldn't have to be worried about making a left-hand turn in there. Where is? I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just make the left. I'm not worried about the time as much now. Whew. Boy, AC's cooling it down in here now. Yeah, that insulation that's inside our catering bags and our food hot bags and stuff like that, they sell that by the sheet out at Menards. It's the only hardware store that I've been in that actually sells it. Or they did. I don't know if they still do. That's kind of, I think I need to get that and line my roof with it. Or get styrofoam board. That would work. That has a much higher R value than that flimsy crap that's in our bags. Something would be better than nothing, though. It gets so hot in here just from the sun hitting the roof. Oh, that's a yellow light. I'm going through it. It didn't turn red. It's all good. Yeah, man, but she was in the back with the Mexicans cooking. She's the one that usually does it. Now some white girl was in there from another store. Because the question she was asking the staff about catering bags. Do you guys have catering bags here? Those big plastic bags? So I'm like, oh, that girl's not from this store. Yeah, I saw the big girl. She was in back. They had a new general manager come in about a year ago, but he didn't stay there long enough. Because I went down there and I had a really big order to pick up, and it was ready. I'm like, what the hell? This is unusual. And that guy didn't stay long, I don't think. He was a younger guy. Didn't look old enough to be a general manager, but hell, he got the job done. Okay, this is acting like oh no, it wants me to go to Parkview. Why does it always want me to go to Parkview? That is not where you go. You go to number 1 Children's Way. Yeah, the one in Sunset Hills is ready. Manchester is always ready. That guy said if I brought him back the disposable Schaefer's, he'd buy me free lunch, or basically give me lunch on the house, because I've got a bunch of Schaefer's. Because most times I get those Schaefer's with the sternos and the people don't even know they're getting them, or they don't even want them, so I get stuck with them. I know I've got, I bet every bit of like 80 sternos. Because most of the time when they do use them, I don't use them all. You only need 1 sterno. That's, you probably know that from setting up buffet lines at the casino, unless you had full-on steam tables. But yeah, to keep their lunch warm, you only need 1 sterno. That water's going to be steamy within 10 minutes with just 1 sterno. Maggiano's picked up on that, and the last couple times I picked up there with the Schaefer's, they only gave me 1 sterno per Schaefer and only 1 gallon of water instead of like 2 or 3 gallons of water like they used to. So I got to keep refilling that thing if there's water available. I carry a pitcher in the back too. I take that in with me and just in case. I had a delivery over in Clayton one time, and I had to walk a really long way to get to their sink, and it was a split order of Chevys. We had like 16 Schaefer's to fill. All I had was like a 10-ounce Tupperware bowl. That was the biggest container they had on site that I could use to fill with water. I had to take so many trips. It took us over 30 minutes to set that up. Partially because instead of getting things setting up, I was getting the water. And the person I did it with hasn't done many setups like that, and I've done a bazillion of them. They're easy. Just time consuming. God, and thank God Chevy's put all the carne asada stuff, whatever, the pork, beef, whatever it was, they put it in bags, because it leaked out of the pans all over the inside of the bag. Their bag, not mine. That was the point. It leaked in their bag instead of mine. It was still messy though, but they came straight out of there and went right into the Schaefer's. I got pictures of that, so I might have deleted them by now. Come on, why didn't I get the arrow first? Yeah, that was the Crazy Bowls and Ramps I first ever started picking up from, was that one down on Vanderbilt. The one on Hampton they built, I've never picked up there. I've never seen an order from there. No, I don't turn down Parkview. Children's Place, that's the name of it. Number 1 Children's Place. The app always wants to take you down Parkview, and that's the wrong place.
All set, let's go.
I let it leave me there one day. I wasn't paying attention because it had never done that before that day. Then now it's been doing it ever since. You think Gypsy would learn? I wish they could pin the actual spot in the parking garage. I know they can. Yeah, I could have went around the block and came the other way and made a right turn right in there, but I didn't. I can't waste time in this parking garage though, even though it's going to be in the shade. They'll try and charge me to get out. Oh, come on, where's my arrow? I got skipped in the cycle. That's BS. That was Curry. Did the $6 or something for $55. It's going to Dupo. 63. I'll have to look at that. It's 63139 is the pickup zip code. I'm not too very far from that zip code. Dupo's not exactly on my way home, but it's paying $55 and something right now. I'm not taking it for that. It will have to go up. Alright, now I'm at their parking garage. Damn, they got the circle completely cut off. This doesn't even look the same without that circle. Yeah, if you got any deliveries down at Children's Hospital, they got the circle cut off, blocked off completely.
You have reached your destination.
I turn you off. Surprised my headlights didn't come on. Well, I physically turned them off. It's getting dark. I can barely make this U-turn to get into this drop-off point. It was really tough in my truck. The van has a much tighter turning radius than my truck does, but I did several deliveries here in the truck, and I couldn't make this U-turn. So I got a U-turn to get to the drop-off point in a parking garage. Yeah, I had it was like a 4-point U-turn in my truck. Oh, there's other vehicles here. There's one right where I need to pull up to where I normally drop off from. Yeah, there we go, swinging out as wide as I can. Yeah, this was impossible in my truck. Let the customer know I'm here. I haven't delivered here. Oh, it's Francesca. I've delivered to her. Hi, Francesca. Come. I have just pulled up in the parking garage with your Crazy Bowls and Wraps order. Okay, more than one person uses this phone because saved in my memory was somebody by the name of Danielle that I've delivered to here. And I've delivered to Francesca here before, but it was a different number because I always text. You have to text. This mark that I've arrived. That's them saying thanks for waiting. I got an extra $1 for the wait time, and this drop-off completion time will not. Let's see, can this lady get through? It won't count against me. Right now is the actual drop-off time, 11:15. Okay, yeah, she can fit through. I was worried I'm out too far that nobody could squeeze by me because there's somebody sitting here sleeping in their car in the pickup drop-off area. Yeah, they actually have an attendant right where the gates go up and down. When I was coming in on the exit one, they've got an attendant there, so if they take too long, that attendant will probably say, oh, it's okay. A lot of times I just hit the button so they open the gate. If it doesn't open when I stick the card in there, and it just opens. Is that you? That's not you. How do you know that? Oh, you can see it. I'm like, how do you know there's a white car next to me? He looks like he's sleeping. His head's back. He's got dark glasses on, so I can't tell. But his head's not moving. I think he's got an earphone in, too. He's got earbuds. I haven't gotten a reply from Francesca. It may be a company number. I will call. I'm going to go ahead and shut the van off. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to call her. It may not. There was no response on the last time I did this when it was a different name. Take this out. Hi, Elizabeth. My name's Tim. I'm down in the parking garage with your guys' Crazy Bowls and Wraps order.
Okay, wonderful. Are you on the second
Yep.
floor of the garage?
Yep. I guess Francesca's my contact, but it was Danielle the last time that I was down here, so I figured I'd tell you
perfect.
too.
Yeah, thank you. I will be right down with a cart.
All right,
Do you think we need 2 carts?
You might, because some just to be safe, yeah, because these wraps are pretty heavy.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll be there.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm glad I called because I don't think the text went anywhere. I wish the fella ahead of me would pull up about 3 or 4 foot because I'm kind of I'm not blocking the door, but my ass into the van's sticking back further than I like it. He's right where I like to park. I like to pull up far enough because people are wheelchairing people in and out. Yeah, I've never went inside from here. I don't know if it's security reasons or what, but I've never went inside the hospital here. Even at when I drop off at BJC, I've never been in that hospital. Besides the lobby, I'll go into the front lobby. Sometimes it's easier because I have the tools to make it easier. My cart, my wagon. Oh, that guy is moving his head around now. Something was noisy over there. I guess it may have startled him. I marked it as arrived. Made an extra $1. Every little bit helps. Yeah, I didn't get anything good for yesterday because my stats had went down. So that app screwing up cost me money on a Monday. Because I'm sure I would have saw something better than what I did had my stat not dropped. When it was the app's fault. I hate that it does that. Now, again, it did it again. Damn it, I'm hitting Y. My response rate dropped today because of an order that was only in my phone for a minute. Over an hour outside of my coverage area. I had to send that to somebody that can make a difference. I'm about to have to start this van up. It's too hot in here. I'll be back. I'm going to step outside. It's got to be cooler outside, this thing. And they should be down here any minute with the carts. Be back. What's happening? You can keep making that door stay open all you want. That's without it. It's really hot in here. Yeah, I stepped down. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just keep waving my foot around here. Yeah, we just doing some of the ground so the tires themselves aren't as heavy, except one of them. One of them, like, that was the very first one I did. I lost out with the handles off my catering bags. The girl didn't know what I was doing in there. I'm like, you made your bags too much. I can't believe that plastic handles didn't break. But I do this stuff all the time. She does it. Yeah, that one. Okay. I'm gonna throw these away here and not in my van. My black nitrals. All right, let's get this AC kicking again. No, that's not Pedro. I think he drives a black car. That guy left, so I guess he woke up. Nap time is over. Let me get out of here. Waiting for the car behind me. Well, I don't know what he's doing. He could be sitting there all day, and I'm on a timer before they try and charge me to park here. This guy, he owns that spot. He will not move forward. He's been sitting in there since I pulled up about an inch from his bumper. Yeah, I can barely get out of here too without hitting a concrete pole. Nope, I can't. I gotta back up. I don't get people. They see me making this turn that I can't make. I put on reverse lights, and she's pushing a baby in a stroller and walks directly behind my vehicle. And you just pull right in front of me. I don't get people. They have lack of patience. You pull in front of me like I'm going to take a spot from them or something. This is the way out, dude. Well, I guess you could park, but hey, this is van parking over here. Oh, well, handicap van parking. This lady better not try and charge me because I ain't paying. They wouldn't open the gate for me one time. Oh, they're working on that. That's why she was here. Great. I'll call him. I wish he was still standing here. He's got his hood open. I thought it was the person that works on the gate system, and he's working on his motor instead. Yep, didn't have to call him. It opened right up. Yay. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. I hate their speed bumps here, them hard plastic ones. I can't believe in a parking garage and my phone worked the whole time. Yet I can be on the highway between two freaking big ass cell towers, one on each side of the highway, across the street from each other, and not have a signal. Amazing. Thanks again, buddy. They fixed my response rate. I mean, even if I accept or decline, it doesn't matter. The order should never be in my phone in the first place, and they can clearly see that at 2:08 in the morning they sent me a $20 offer that I declined. It woke me up. I don't think I stayed awake very long, but it did wake me up. Assholes. I'm gonna go down into the park for a minute. Now I don't know where Pedro's at out here in the St. Louis market today. There's 3 of us in our market that's here today. Unite Watcher, and Pedro. What's that song I keep seeing? I still see it popping up on some videos, some shorts. Cracks me up. They need to finish whatever they're doing to this parking lot here in Forest Park. Whatever they're building, they need to get this parking lot open back up, or at least get the public restroom that's there open to the public, because you still can't drive down there and use the parking lot or the bathroom that's down there. I don't have to go to the bathroom right now, but that one day or 2 different times I was here fishing, I had to go. There's no bathroom within walking distance around this lake. This is Jefferson Lake. I'm going to go down and see if I can find a shady spot. I want to go find those other lakes. I don't know the name of them. Well, there's another one over here that I never really have seen people fishing in, and I would like to fish in this one. It's across the road here from Jefferson Lake. And hell, they may flow back and forth. But if they don't fish that one, and there's benches and stuff around it, just like this one. So I have no idea. But I do know the last time I was down here, I noticed they added where there's, one of my biggest complaints is I've been down here to fish, but I can't get a parking spot. And I have no idea who belongs to all the cars, because there's not that many people walking on the trail or fishing at the lake. But the spots are always taken. And now they got like a 3-hour parking limit sign or something I saw the last time I was down here, which I had not seen that before. No, man, it's too hot. I'm going to scope out some lakes I saw the other day that I saw other people fishing on. That I didn't. The research I did said that you can only fish in Jefferson Lake here. And I saw 2 other lakes people were fishing on, like families. And I want to know what they are. But yeah, I thought about it because I was delivering right across the street. And oh, there's actually an open spot right at the couple of them today. I guess the signs are working, keeping people from parking here altogether. There's somebody fishing crazy. It's hot as all get out. There's no real place on Jefferson Lake here that's shady to fish in for the most part. So I don't want to go walk around that lake and dive. Man, Jesus, I'd end up jumping in to cool off. I don't think it was this detour. I think the lake was down here somewhere. But there were 2 different lakes. They weren't big. They weren't as big as Jefferson. I know one was much, much smaller. But regardless, I saw people there fishing. And no park rangers were running them out. Plus, the more I drive around this park, the more I finally get familiar with it, because without a GPS, I can barely cut through it. I'll be driving in circles for an hour and still not be out the other side. I think, is this where I need to make a right, or do I go around the bend there? I don't know. I don't know. I love it. Well, there's a lake right there, but I don't think that was one people were fishing in. Or they could have been fishing in this one, maybe. That's tiny. That's part of that. There's a boat out there. A little John boat. What the? Oh, this has a fountain in it, whatever this is. And there's definitely, I think I see people fishing at this one. Dude, could you walk any slower? And yeah, you all have a stop sign. You have to stop at it. I don't care if you're on a bike. It looks like there's park ranger or park workers. There's a big fountain in that one. That puts a lot of oxygen in the lake. I just turned my headlights off. I forgot they turned on. Now, Night Watcher, if it wasn't so freaking hot, I want to do a fishing live stream. I want to live stream while I'm fishing. I got a can of corn back there, so I'd definitely catch something. There's a can of corn in here somewhere. But I saw a dude catching bass at that Jefferson Lake the last time I was down there, which I've got on film. Pretty sure I got the fish on camera on my video I was shooting. I don't have the hard drive space to edit the damn video. That was when I had that Elsa frozen fishing rod deal. But he caught it on a worm and a bobber, hook and bobber, fishing about 4 foot deep. That bass didn't look healthy though. It looked beat to shit, but he threw it right in his cooler. Well, they don't have a fishing pole. This old couple walking up, they were talking to, I guess, a park maintenance person, not a ranger. Park maintenance would know too if you can fish in a lake or not. Just I don't see people fishing in that lake. And it's got a fountain. It's the best lake to fish in if they got a fountain. The Jefferson Lake, at least they got like a waterfall thing going now. That stirs up some bubbles and gets some oxygen in there too, but not like a fountain does. That makes the fish a lot more lively when you catch them too. I know there is a lot of little lakes in this park. This is a bridge. What is this? Oh, this is over a road, not a lake. Oh, damn, that's a big-ass pothole. I got to make a U-turn and go back that way. I'm going to run out of park to drive through here any minute. Yeah, this whole road is just completely lined with cars parked. Where are they? Where are the people? I don't understand. I think that's Lindell. Yeah, that's Lindell. I don't want to go back up the Kings Highway. I don't want to go back up the Kings Highway at all. I'll make a U-turn right here and cut right back the way I came. Yeah, I want to come out on the park on the other side on Hampton, right by the, so I can shoot down to Highway 44. Yeah, that order that came in and out of my, that would take a month to go back up. And on its journey back up, it would probably drop down to 98 point something. And it teeter-totters back and forth, up and down for a while. And I don't understand why it does that. That's the one I can't figure out how that response rate, how it actually works. To get it back to 100%, just all of a sudden one day, boom, you're back at 100%. And then, like within a week later, something else will screw up on the app that makes something else drop down. It's like it doesn't want me to stay at all 100s. It's really difficult. Just make sure if it happens to you, you got to reach out to support immediately and don't give up. It may take some time. Like I said, they took a while to fix the one from Saturday, so I more than likely missed out on some good orders for yesterday. Instead, I got one. Well, they sent me more than one, but none of them were really any good on Sunday for Monday. And the one I did accept, I ended up passing along to somebody else. Thankfully, because I had a terrible headache. I don't know where those lakes were. I don't know which ones they were. Oh, there's somebody fishing down there. This definitely doesn't look like a lake to fish in. It looks like a stream that connects lakes together. But hey, that's the first time I cast into this. That Jefferson Lake was over on that other side of the spillway thing, and I caught a bass. It wasn't the first time I cast, but it was the first cast in that area. For those not familiar with St. Louis, I'm in Forest Park, which is actually bigger than the Central Park up there in the old New York area. And they got a bunch of lakes in here. They got a golf course. I don't know. I don't know if it's a 9-hole or a full 18. The St. Louis Art Museum's in here. St. Louis Zoo's in here, which is where that delivery went yesterday that I passed on to somebody else. I had to deliver there once before. Nobody knew where the hell the delivery was going to, so I hope she had better luck than I did. I think there's another lake here. Somewhere the birdhouse is in here. The restaurant. I've delivered mulch there. That was a Synpex order. Now looks like no water movement in there. I'm going to keep going around this circle here. says if I go this way, I'm going to end up there by Hampton. I actually saw a sign. I've never noticed that before. I'm usually following the GPS. I don't have the GPS on to get me out of here today. There's a Rivian right behind me. Still don't like those headlights on those Rivians. I like them overall, but I do not like the headlights. Back when they first came out with them, I was told that they would grow on me. Yeah, they haven't. I don't like them. I don't know where the hell the boat dock is, Night Watcher. I get totally lost in this park. I never really spent much time in it. And when I have, it's the GPS getting me through it. So I really don't know where the hell I am. But I know that birdhouse or whatever with the paddle boats and shit, it's in here somewhere. That looks like a birdhouse right there. Well, they got this construction going on in here. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know. I don't think this is the right one. No, I think I went the wrong way. I don't want to go to 40. I'll make a right here. We'll figure out where I am. I don't know. I don't think this street goes through that I'm on. I think this is for the park rangers. I think I just turned the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Yeah, this is for the park rangers. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm gonna go up this way. I may have to go on the north side of the park and drive through it that way again. I'm not going to do it today because I'm all the way on the south side of the park now. But that's how I came through the other day, not using the GPS, seeing if I could do it on my own. And that's when I saw it. I was like, this doesn't even go anywhere. This is a freaking parking lot. I might go to PetSmart on the way home. I know we're closing in on 4th of July. I hope I see some good orders this week. These holidays, though. Maybe we'll see some good barbecue orders this week. But I hate these holidays because it affects our income in a negative way. Typically, go. You got the right of way. Learn your rules. I'm not going. You've got the right of way. Now they ended up going straight. It's a city of St. Louis Parks truck. Doesn't know his right of way rules. He had his blinker on. Then he decided to go straight. Yeah, I think this is the... I thought I was on the next roundabout over when I came to this roundabout. I think the next one will get me to Hampton. Then I get to drive on that rough road that I think they may be working on repaving. Maybe they repaved it since the last time I was on it. That would be a treat. Yep, this is where I need to be. Now I'm going to get on Highway 44. There's going to be a spot where I'm going to lose you guys at least once. Oh yeah, just cut right in front of me, dude. That's how the roundabout works. Cut in front of somebody. I guess they don't have roundabouts in Illinois. Those are fire department license plates for Illinois too. Oh God, this intersection beggar. He doesn't even have a cardboard sign. It looks like he's got a little note card, something on him. It's white. His dreadlocks, good God. Those gotta be hot. I just take a knife and cut them damn things off in this heat. It was definitely not a weave. Those are real dreads. Look like they haven't been washed in a while. Now, out in South County, I don't know if he's still out there, but there's a White Castle on Lemay Ferry Road and Forder. Lemay Ferry and Forder. That dude would be out in heat like this with jeans and a hoodie on. With the hood up. With his cardboard sign getting money. I don't know how he could do it without having a heat stroke. It'd be pushing 100 degrees. He's out there in an insulated hoodie and jeans and boots like it's winter. All summer long. Yeah, I'd die. I couldn't do it. Now there's a girl down here. It looks like she's got some nappy, matted down dreadlocks too. I can't tell. The sun. I'm getting the glare off the front chrome bumper of a big box truck. Oh no, those aren't dreads. They're not. It's just I was blinded by the light. And there's a lot of traffic out here today. Yeah, this stretch of Hampton needs to be repaved so bad. Alright, I'm going to slow down so this guy will get out of my blind spot. So I can get over. Yeah, dude, I'm going to get right in front of you. You're trying to drive way too fast on Hampton. It's not the highway. Just passing the Hampton Steak and Shake. For those that know, they know. If you know, you know. And I don't know if it was Real Talk with Roy's birthday last night or if it's actually today. But if anybody wants to pop over and wish him a happy birthday if you catch him live today. .44 is right down the hill. There's Slim Chickens. That Slim Chicken got me my delivery to get home often when I was over working at Uber Eats. There's some guy that resembled Jesus that ordered like later in the evening from Slim Chickens all the time. I delivered to him more than once Slim Chickens, but I probably delivered to him four or five different restaurants. It was right over on the west side of my neighborhood back when I lived in the city. It was cool. I took 44 down to Jefferson to get home, or Grand, one or the other. Grand to go to him. It was easier that way. But Slim Chickens is right here at 44, so it was a boom, boom. There's a Hardee's on the other side. I grabbed Hardee's orders that went right in my neighborhood. It always just amazes me how many times I was pretty much done for the night and got a delivery going right in my neighborhood. I still remember the closest was to my neighbor diagonally behind me on the next street over. I delivered to them one night, my last delivery. But it wasn't just from over here. I'd be out in South County and get an order from somewhere out there that got me all the way down to my neighborhood. Yeah, no shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, out where I live now and out in South County in that area, there's still some potholes and rough roads, but nothing like down here in the city. Not even close. Especially that one down under 44 downtown. Oh, that's a sinkhole though. They're talking about having 44 open like this week or something. I don't know. I've just been avoiding having to be on the highway down in the city, downtown at least. Luckily, the deliveries have not had me go down there. I've been on 40, but I don't know where it happened. Where it was on like an overpass on 40 where the concrete just fell out from the road. You could see the rebar in the hole. I think they put a steel plate over it. I'm sure they fixed. I gotta go to Walmart. I can't go home. I'm on my last bar of Lever 2000. I gotta have backup of that in case they run out again, like back during the COVID days. Couldn't find Lever 2000 anywhere. I ordered it online. The craziest thing, that's when I had things shipped to AutoZone instead of my house so it wouldn't get stolen by the porch pirates. And I ordered a 24 pack of Lever 2000 for like $19 and something. I was happy with the price. Thought it was a good fair price. And then I get it. It was in a Walmart package. I'm like, wait, did I order that from Walmart? And I double checked. No, I ordered it from Amazon, but it's a drop shipper. And I guess he'd been a drop shipper on Amazon for a long time because new accounts would get caught and deactivated. But he had the soap listed on Amazon, and when somebody orders it, well, he's got free shipping with the Walmart, so it orders it directly from Walmart to ship directly to me. It was only like 50 cents more than if I looked it up on Walmart's website, and it was like 50 cents less than what I paid, so I was fine. He didn't make much off of it. But it threw me off because I'm like, I've never ordered anything from Walmart. I don't know how in the hell I did that. But I figured it out. Yeah, surprisingly, I haven't had to get an alignment in this van since I got it. Even when they put the new front wheel hub assemblies on it, well, maybe they aligned it then. I don't know. I didn't pay for it. Well, who knows? $1,033. They should have thrown in a free alignment. But it drives pretty doggone straight. Even straighter now that I have 4 new tires. But as far as I can tell, it's never been in an accident, except me backing in the shit. That's why I need a new bumper. That happened down on the riverfront. I backed into one of those concrete walls. They had a road blocked off, and another car came down behind me. I was trying to turn around because they had everything blocked off, and he wouldn't move out of my way, so I had to back up further, and I couldn't see that wall in my camera. It was too short, but it wasn't too short to miss my bumper. I didn't hit it hard, but that's all it took. And it bent my bumper a little bit on the passenger side. That's why I want a new bumper. I don't like it. And it would start on the corners of the bumper. It's kind of showing some rust starting, and that goes back to when I bought it. And I don't want anything rusting out. And we'll call it the cab corner. It's the right in front of my rear tire on the passenger side. That just all of a sudden overnight, a rust hole. It's rusted, and I can see it bubbling up on the driver's side now too. I'm like, damn it, I didn't. That's one of the things I loved about this van is it had no rust. Almost every van I looked at was rusty. And rusted out rockers, fenders, all kinds of crap. You've seen them. I may end up getting both that side repaired, and I don't know if it's too late for me to address the driver's side because it looks like the paint's just starting to bubble. I just noticed it today when I was in that crazy bowls and wraps. Thinking, damn, those new wheels look good on that van. And it's funny, they're the exact same wheels that were on here before, only these ones are chrome and not rusty. But boy, does it make a world of difference. Now I need to get some Armor All for the tire, or not necessarily Armor All, some tire shine after I polish these wheels up. Return delivery, or Bubba Sue. I'll remember that. There's a couple things. I'd like to find an air-conditioned parking garage. fix my TPMS sensor thingy and figure out why the service, there it is, service airbags. There, I clicked it back to, damn, I'm only getting 15.5 miles per gallon. It's down to 2 or 3 tenths. Probably need to put a little oil in it. Eventually I'm going to need to get this. Dude, I won't do that. There's only so much mechanical work I'll do myself. Something like that, I want a shop to do it and slap a good warranty on it. Preferably lifetime. Because I'll be driving this a lot longer before I get it paid off. I wanted to go buy my storage unit for something. I have to pee. But I don't have to pee until I get there. And I'm up on the second floor. Got the door open to the storage unit. I'm like, there's no bathroom there. So I got to go up the road to Wally's. And then if I got to go back, it's all one way. It's like 2 mile round trip to get to Wally's and back to my storage. When it's only a half mile down the road. I wish Walmart had a parking garage I could park in. Park in the shade instead of outside in the sun. Yeah, I'm out of milk. I need milk. I'm a milkaholic. Yeah, I was going to go back up to Walmart after I went home yesterday after I went to Deerberg's, but I had cold stuff, so I had to go home. And I'm like, it's just too doggone hot to go back out. I know it's jacking up my electric bill. For sure. One cars, noon right now. Straight up, high noon. Those on the East Coast are getting orders from Frederick for tomorrow. No, I don't pee in a cup. Who else said that? No, I don't do that. People told me that. You should have a bottle in there. I'm like, I'm always close enough I can go to a gas station or something. Yeah, getting to the gas station from the storage unit's no problem. It's the mile and a half I got to drive to get back to the storage unit because it's all next to Highway 44 out here in Fenton, where Chrysler used to be. That's the side my storage is on. Now they have got a road further back that you can go back the other way to get to Amazon and Fenton Logistics Parkway or whatever it's called. But you can't get there for you can't get to my storage from that road. It'd be nice if they connected a road back behind them going to that. There's a lake up there, but I've never had good luck fishing that lake, and I tried getting there last year and they had it shut down because the time I went up. The floodwaters had receded by then. But that's okay. The only thing I ever got back there really caught was chiggers. Always got a bunch of chiggers when I went fishing there. I don't like chiggers. I know that green can of Off, Deep Woods, I think it's called, Deep Woods Off. You spray that up and down your legs, those chiggers don't like that. You won't get the chiggers. Just spray it around your waist, anywhere where your clothing's tight on your skin. That's where they like to get. But they will get everywhere in between too. When I was looking at lake property down in Woodland Lakes quite a few years ago now, before I bought property down there, I was walking properties, and I found out one trip down there, don't do that without, you got to wear jeans and they just coat yourself with that deep woods off, because I was so loaded with chiggers. God, it was miserable. I didn't get any ticks though, but I made sure I always had a hat on, keep the ticks from my head, or try and not get them anywhere else. Oh, I went there last year, and it was, well, the water was up high, but it had been flooded. If you look, I got a short or something showing flood debris and shit that they're working on cleaning up. But I've never had much luck there. I want to go out to Creve Coeur Lake, but I heard that water's like contaminated, but I heard that a long time ago. But I know when I was out there watching the boat drags at Creve Coeur Lake, man, I saw fish jumping like crazy out there. I heard it's a good place to fish, though. I just really don't like being out in that area for some reason. It's not a bad area. Now, there's another lake. I need to figure. I need to get my bicycle for it. It's too far to walk to. Out there off I-64 down that music venue. I can't think of the name of it out there. By that Pro-Am golf, whatever the golf, that top golf or whatever. Way out there, there's a lake going like, I guess, towards the Missouri River from wherever their parking lot is behind there. I scoped it out a little over a month ago, but I couldn't see through the woods to where it was, and there's a trail that goes back there. I saw people walking it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not dragging my wagon that far. I'll have to. That's one of the things I need to grab from my storage is my one of the bikes, either my mountain bike or the road bike. Either one I got to do a tune-up on. I got to fix the front brake on the road bike. It's a Trek, but it's got the old cantilever brake. It's like a mid-90s Trek. Probably needs new tires and tubes. That thing needs a tune-up overall. I got that at the dumpster down at my last apartment, but it's a complete bike, and it's a Trek. Everything's there. Then my mountain bike's got brand new tires and tubes, but they don't hold air. Never did. They'll hold it long enough while you're riding it, but you leave it sit for a couple days, and the back tire will go flat right away. And I had, down when I lived in Soulard, I had new tires and tubes put on that. I barely rode the thing. The old tires held air better. I think it probably just needs the valve stem bite. Not even a nibble, nothing. But I was fishing with lures. I'm sure, I definitely, I mean, that's the Merrimack River, basically. And there's everything in the Merrimack, everything. If it's in the Mississippi, it's in the Merrimack. Over to Merrimack. Being this close to the Mississippi, everything in that Mississippi comes right up there. I've caught walleye, I think it's Butler Park, down there by Chippewa Lake. If you go down from 21 under down on Merrimack Bottom Road, there's the Merrimack right there, but the Merrimack floods right in there. I've caught walleye in there. I mean, that was long before smartphones, and I'd never been walleye fishing, so I didn't know what the hell I caught, but I had the conservation guide with all the fish species in it. They're the walleye. I caught 2 of them. They're only about a foot long. They were little skinny things with teeth. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I caught another one. But there's gar in there. There's fish. I couldn't even match up in the conservation guide. I have no idea what they were, but I've caught fish in there that I have no clue what they are. That was a long time ago. I did go fishing in there last summer, but I didn't do worth a damn. Or was that last year? Might have been the year before I was doing fishing, trying to do fishing content. But I've never had a whole lot of luck there. I'll go to Chippewa, get a non-fishing pass or whatever, because I'm not going to fish in Chippewa, just so I can go back on the far end of Chippewa and go underneath the bridge and fish that lake. No, I've never parked. I've never fished there. There's a place down in Valley Park we used to go to get to the Merrimack a long time ago, back in the 90s, and I don't remember where in the hell we went, and I think they blocked it off. I don't know how I can actually get there. I wanted to go exploring someday and figure out where we used to fish, because I could catch a bunch of white bass there. Every time I went there, I caught a bunch of white bass, all about the A-line. I mean, they weren't huge, but it was fun to catch them. They're good. They fight good, especially in a river. River fish fight much harder than lake fish. And those white bass are fun to catch. White striped hybrids, whatever the hell they are. Hell, I cooked one right on the bank there and ate it. Well, I ate it up in my car because the gnats were so freaking bad. I couldn't eat it down where I cooked it. So I ran up to my car and kicked the AC on because it was hot that day. That was back when I had my 92, I think it was a 92 Ford Escort, 93 Ford Escort. Long time ago. Man, did I take that some places fishing. I took that places you should have had an off-road vehicle. But my Escort made it. That was actually a really good running car. I ended up trading it for a 1985 Chevy S10 Blazer 4x4 with 51,000 miles on it. And that somebody doctored the tank on that and it ran like shit. If it ran at all. I had it in the shop so many times trying to figure out what they couldn't figure out. My gas tank got doctored, but they couldn't figure out what from. It was turning my fuel into jello. The fuel filter was actually on the carburetor. You take it out and it was like a jello on the outside of it. Yeah, I could probably catch catfish in every lake out at any body of water here in St. Louis if I wanted to. That's not my primary target. Now, if I was night fishing, I was usually targeting bass, but because we used to do that on the Merrimack River all the time. Go there all night long. Right off 20, old Gravoy here. Poopy Pipe, we called it. Then up Flam City out right there in Arnold, right on that side of the Merrimack. They got a boat launch there. We were down there fishing one night after the bar. We went over after the bar closed that I worked at. Bush Wildlife, it's hit or miss going out there, and it's a pretty long drive for me to get out there. It takes me 45 minutes to get there. So I got to make a day of it when I go out there. And we were down there at Flam City one night, set up fishing. We had a cooler full of beer, but a bunch of people drove down there partying up in the upper parking lot. We're down on the river right next to the boat launch. And cops came and ran everybody out, came down and checked on us, and they had no problem with us. We were fishing. We probably, between the 5 or 6 of us that were there, we probably had more beer than all the cars that pulled up. And there was a lot of cars. But we figured it out. Hey, if you're fishing, they don't bother you at all. But we had been doing that for a long time. I couldn't tell you how many times I was down at Flam City fishing, daytime or at night. It was just an easy spot for me to go get to the water without worrying about mud. But that's kind of out of my way now. Out here, on the, I guess, north side of the Merrimack, Sunset Hills, there's a spot right there where kind of under 30 there. But it's so rocky that it's not gravel. These are like giant freaking boulders. It's hard to fish there because, man, one wrong step and I'm gonna break an ankle, a leg, or something, and then go falling in the river head first and probably bonk my head on something. I'm pulling up to the Walmart right now. Yeah, I'd like to get a trolling motor and everything. You can, after I started, I used to go out to Bush Wildlife a lot. And after we started using a trolling motor out there versus rowing those boats around, I don't want to do it any other way. You know, every once in a while I see a good deal on a trolling motor, and then I can't, the person selling it doesn't reply. And then a lot of times it's like, Jesus, they want how much for that trolling motor? It's used, it's had the shit used out of it. I'll go ahead and let you walk in front of me. I've seen that lady somewhere before. Looked like somebody worked at a gas station I used to go to. Trying to figure out what, I think I'm going to park facing that direction. It's not a real good place to park here. I got more spots facing right at the sun, but I don't want to be heading right into the sun. It's going to be hot. My van's going to be really hot when I come out of Walmart. I think I see a spot down that way. Yeah, now the problem is we're cruising into the time of year. I can't, it's just, I used to be able to fish in this weather, but I can't now because I just overheat. I overheat sitting there doing nothing. But then when I start casting that rod, then I'm doing something. That's really making me get hot. And it doesn't take me much to overheat now. That's the problem. And then when I could earlier, it was freaking raining. It's my problem. Rain and then the heat. That keeps happening to me. It rains too much. In the close by places I could just run down and fish at are all muddy and nasty. And I want to fish in the river. I tried the Merrimack earlier this early spring, but I didn't have a lick of luck. This person's waiting for me to back out. I'm just straightening up. I'm not backing out. I'm parking, lady. She's still waiting for me to back up. No, I was straightening up. Some people do that. They don't like being crooked in a spot. I don't like being crooked in a spot. Also, years ago, I went fishing by myself a lot, but I always had somebody that would want to go fishing with me. I don't have any fishing buddies anymore, none that live close. One of my fishing buddies, he lives down in Piedmont, Missouri now. And he's on the road all the time. Yeah, him and I fished a lot on the Merrimack. Yeah, he drives on them pilot trucks for oversized loads, but the oversized loads are those big giant wind turbine blades. Like 90, 88 meters long and shit. They weigh 90,000 pounds. In the trailer and everything weighs more than the damn blade. But yeah, he drives looks like a Ford F-150, judging from the inside, from the videos I see. Newer than mine. But yeah, from what I can tell, I think he moved to Piedmont. I know he used to have family down that way in Elsinore or something down south, that's south of here, closer to Lake Wapapella. In fact, I think that's where he was just, no, he was camping at Clearwater. He was in town for 8 days or something like that, and he went camping at Clearwater Lake, I think it was. Yeah, he lives closer to better places to fish now than he did up here. He hunts too. A lot of good places to hunt down there. I don't hunt. I just fish. I hunt fish. Yeah, he was one of my other fishing buddies, and my brother-in-law now. They go fishing, but they never tell me when they're going. And then I go out there to visit. They're like, "We need to go fishing sometime." And I said, "Well, call me." They got busy schedules. I don't know when they can go and when they can't go. When we worked together, I knew his schedule. And a lot of times we worked out there near Bush Wildlife, and we'd make sure we'd have a half day or two during those weeks, and we'd go fish the rest of the day at Bush Wildlife. Still get home at the same time as if we were working. Yeah, my nephew, his first son, told my damn ex-wife that when we were still married. It's like, Uncle Timmy goes fishing when you think he's at work. I always carried in my work van. I always carried some tackle and a rod or two in there, fishing poles. Just never know. I'm like, God, that kid gets me in trouble. More than once that boy got me in trouble. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate all the viewership. I'm going to go to Walmart and get some things and go home and stay out of this heat. Try not to die. Basically, I'm people watching. Y'all have a good day. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Like I always got my drink with me. I got plenty of Powerade at home because I have to cut my grass, and I'm really dreading it. I may go cut a part of it and then cut a part of it tomorrow, and it's too hot to cut the whole yard right now for me. Or I'm gonna call next time my neighbor gets their grass cut. I'm gonna see how much the guy that cuts her yard charges. See if I can get somebody to cut the grass for me, and then they can weed whack. I don't have a working weed whacker. In fact, I'm going to look at them when I'm in here. I hate to buy one at Walmart. I thought about getting one of those electric ones, those rechargeables. Now, I've got an electric one. I got an old Craftsman. That thing's a powerful one too for an electric. But I mean, I want a rechargeable, just enough to get me around the yard, at least halfway. 3/4 of the way, because I got so much weed whacking to do. I've got a Husqvarna weed whacker. I think it needs a new carburetor that I might look into, but it's in my hot room. I don't even want to go in there right now. It's so hot in there. I got it blocked off with 1-inch styrofoam board so it doesn't get that hot air out in my living room. But I'm out, guys. You have a great day. We'll see you. Gigwise out.